Hey guys and gals, it's Spazzoid Gamer, and I wanted to share a new series of random critiques of things I watch or like video games I play so I can throw them up on the channel. So tonight I watched Pitch Perfect 3 with my friends, and I really enjoyed it quite a lot. A lot of the songs were really great singles and performances by the groups besides just the Bellas, and they were all really great. The Bellas did great at their performances, and so did the guest bands they had. The country band was really great. I really liked a lot of their different kinds of takes on songs like X's and O's. That's a song sung by a female lead, and then they had one where it had a male band singing it. That was pretty cool. And then Ruby Rose's band was also pretty spot on with how they were all like really sexy, attractive women just kind of killing it out there and just enjoying it and being awesome. Now, I'll have to admit the hip hop one wasn't really my thing, but I'm not a big fan of rap, so it's kind of understandable. And I really liked the fact that for the Bellas, the protagonist of the movie, they did a great job of capturing a lot of the songs in the style of Pitch Perfect 1. There's a lot of magic there, again, and it kind of came back up with those. So, kind of in the beginning, I really like how Toxic was a good start off for the movie. It really helped capture the song and set a tone for the movie that the Bellas were here to kick butt and take names. And Cheap Thrills by the Bellas was also really great. I liked it a lot. It was really close to how it sounded for the original, but then still was quite different and exciting. And as for the other bands, they did a great job. I have to say the riff-off was definitely the best in this movie compared to the other two. It was long and better, and it had a lot of good little side conversations that happened. And then at the end, it all culminated in this big mashup of the other three bands just killing it on stage while the Bellas, huffed off in a storm. And so I have to say, all in all, the music was pretty spot on. And I just have to say, as a quick side note, Ruby Rose absolutely killed it in this movie. And she may not have had a really big role. She was kind of the initial antagonist, but they really utilized her well because I think Ruby Rose is a character who, whenever you allow her to, when she's on screen, she really captures a lot of power and sexiness. And I think it was great because the last thing I saw her in was John Wick 2. And she was the silent antagonist, and to me, she didn't really do a whole lot, but in this movie, they really made her a great character. And one of the things people really associate with Pitch Perfect, besides just a cappella, is kind of funny zingers and other good comedic performances. And I have to say, it had a lot of those. Pitch Perfect 2 had a good joke when Gale had this funny exposition dump about the world competition being where all of the a cappella groups, and she goes, "Oh, I'm just always on right now." And then in Pitch Perfect 3, I liked how they kind of referenced that in the sense when Flo commented on someone just saying something about the plot, and she just goes, "Wow, that was a great exposition drop." And the rest of the comedy was pretty good. There's a lot of self-referential humor to other movies, which was cute and quirky, but I don't know how it would wear in the long run on multiple rewatches. And as for the subplot with Amy's dad, I really want to talk about that just because I didn't feel like it made a whole lot of sense. It was fun when it happened, but I don't really enjoy stuff like that. And it would have been fine, but it led to some weirdly bizarre action scenes where Fat Amy, who has never been referenced to being good at martial arts, at least that I remember from the movies, comes out of nowhere and just kicks butt and take names. That's wildly different from how the movie Spy with Melissa McCarthy handled it, where Melissa McCarthy, people talked about how she was a kick-ass spy in training and then really never went anywhere with that, as opposed to this movie where you have someone who kind of plays a similar role as the butt of everyone's fat jokes, but then in Fat Amy in Pitch Perfect 3 just comes out and swings for the fences, but Melissa McCarthy's character at least made sense in Spy. So I thought it was better done in Spy with someone of the similar kind of joke of Fat Amy and Melissa McCarthy, but in Pitch Perfect 3 it was not executed very well. It just kind of came out of nowhere. And then another part of the humor, the other half of the movie besides just the music, was that it really focused a lot on Amy and Anna Kendrick, which was good that the movie kind of had focus on the characters it wanted to care about, but at the same time, I felt it left the other characters out in the cold. A lot of them didn't really participate a whole lot in the movies, but that's fine. I can understand the director's point of it's only so many movies to give all these characters plots. And I mean, there's always the joke of how Jessica and Ashley are never even there. And then in this movie, they also have a lot of references to themselves saying, oh, did they just say our names? Like, what? No one actually cared about me before. And then you had some other stuff like, Chloe and Aubrey are pretty big characters in the movie, and Brittany Snow and Anna Camp are great, but it kind of gives them this weird little, like, oh yeah, they're main characters too at the end, and just throws a romantic subplot at Brittany Snow, and Anna Camp gets her dad back. Ooh. But yeah, all in all, I've got to say, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed seeing it with my friends, and I have to give a shout out to my friends Josh, Haley, and Anna because it was an even better movie getting to see it with you guys.